Good morning, everybody. Jenny with Bet in the Farm. It's moving day. Chad and I have always been in the mindset that if you make a mistake, it's not a failure, it's not a screw up, it's a lesson. And so our lesson that we learned, let me show you. 22 birds are way too much for this little box. I'd say 15 would fit perfectly. 22 is just too many. So they are 4 weeks old and it's time to move them out. Not all of them are completely feathered, but I have very high confidence that once we get them out and they have a lot more room, they're going to feather out and they're just going to grow even faster. I mean, look how much they've grown in just a few weeks. It is insane. And I'm having to clean this pen out twice a day, every morning and every evening, because I don't want them laying in the crap. And I've been feeding them. So, okay, if for Cornish cross, what you do is you're going to feed them 24 hours a day for the first 2 weeks. Then you feed them 12 hours on, 12 hours off after that. So they don't like it very much when I take the food away. And it's like a bunch of piranha when I put it in. But anyway, so like I said, they're just a little over 4 weeks old. And I know they're not all completely feathered, but it's getting really nice and warm out. Like today, it's going to be over 80. And at nights, it's going to be in the mid to upper 60s. And I'm very confident that they're going to be fine. So come along today and we're going to get it all set up and put them in the chicken tractor. Here she goes. He built a heavy-duty chicken tractor. Let me tell you what. When Chad does something, he does something, man. I'm telling you. We may actually have to build a miniature version of this because we want to be able to put this up at our garden in fall time for the chickens to clean, you know, the weeds and leftover stuff, of course, that aren't tomato plants. And then we also want to put it up in the springtime so that they can get the ground tilled and get it ready for us. This one may be a little bit big for that. You're happy, little buggers. We're going to get ready to take those over and get them in the tractor. Gonna go for a little ride? I don't know why it's so fun. There we go. There they go. All right, we'll follow them. Okay, we're gonna follow the chickens on over to where the chicken tractor is. So now it might seem that it's a little far from the house, but we're actually putting them in our old horse pasture that, sorry for the crack, I'm in Chad's beater truck. We're taking them in the old horse pasture. A couple reasons. For one, it's got really good grass. Two, there is running water down there. And three, there is a shelter for me to put their feed. Recently, we just had a incident with bear getting into our other feed by the laying hens. So don't want that to happen again. And that's another reason why we did the electric fence, to hopefully prevent bears from messing with our chickens. That is one of my big fears of why I've been hesitant to put them out in the chicken tractor. But that was our intentions from the get-go, so it'll all work out. All right, so if you noticed, I said we had 22. Well, we originally ordered 25. They sent us 27, of course, for dead stock. We lost one within the first hour, another one that night, another one the next day, and one the following day, one the following day after that. I did call Cackle Hatchery, and they reimbursed us for our loss. We even had two that had splayed leg that we ended up healing, but they still considered that a loss, so they credited us those as well. So now we're left with 22 good birds.
Lock down and let it run out.
Sure. got it. Oh, what do you think? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You liking this? You liking your new digs? I told you guys to be happier out here. Yeah. Say, come at me, bro. Come at me. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys are going to be so happy out here. Yes. So much happier. All right. So the construction of the tractor, he's got 3-inch PVC pipes. It was originally supposed to be a 5x10, but by the time you add the elbows and connectors, it ended up being a 6x12. So plenty of room for 22 birds. We could probably actually fit 30 in here very easily. And then what we did was, well, what Chad did rather, is we got hardware cloth all along the bottom. Of course, TSC and Lowe's both ran out of the 1/4 inch or the 1/2 inch, so we've got 1/4 inch in the front, and he just used these little screws that have like a built-in washer type on them to hold it in. And then we've got old metal roofing that was just here on the property, so we were able to use that. We enclosed the whole back end, that way giving them room, space to be sheltered. So it goes all along here. And then he put 2 handles on the front with a rope to pull. And then the lid, it's just a piece of the metal that just kind of folds over and goes down flat like that. And there we have it. And as you can see, I think they're very happy. It's just taking them a little while to get acclimated, get their legs. Say yes. Say getting your sea legs, getting your land legs. Yeah, I'd say they're liking it. What do you think, huh?
They got blue eyes.
Huh? What's the verdict? Someone way back in there. So there's the whole setup. And with the size of this fencing, we'll be able to move them at least once before we have to move the fencing. So that's going to work out good. So anyway, that's us moving the baby chicks, well, not really babies, they're like teenagers now, to this chicken tractor. So I hope you like this video. I'm not sure if you learned anything or not. I mean, we're still learning. But anyway, there we have it. And I'll bring you guys back after they've been acclimated for about a week or so. And we'll see how fast they're growing and how things are working with the fencing and the chicken tractor. So hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And don't forget, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram under Bet in the Farm. Bye, everybody.